All right. Good morning, guys. Today is June 15th, and as usual, we'll be going over analysis for US 30, gold, and EU. So currently, I sent out this gold. So yesterday, starting yesterday, I did send out this update on gold when gold was right here. And I did draw that arrow, and I did mention that I was expecting gold to test this hourly trend line to the downside. So I did send that in the Discord. The reason I was expecting this, so trend lines almost always get retested. And also after NFP or after what was yesterday, FOMC. So I always mention that, and I did go over this analysis yesterday, after NF or after heavy news, come to the breakout scanner and then watch for a breakout trade for either US 30, gold, NAS, or whatever it is that you trade, or EU. So yesterday after FOMC, we had a breakout entry for gold. So gold had this sell right here. So remember, with this, any of my indicators, if you want to have like a what is it called, a safe entry, you need to wait for the retest of the 9 EMA, especially during news period. So normally I just enter on impulse, but because yesterday was news, I waited for the retest of the 9 EMA. But even if you entered on impulse here, you would have still won the trade because the trade would have been protected by the 9 EMA, by the 50 EMA, and I think this is the 200 EMA. And this is the setup you want. You want your stop loss. If you're using the breakout scanner, you want your stop loss to be somewhere above. So if it's for a sell, you want your stop loss to be above the channel that's right, this dark channel in here. If it's a buy, you want your stop loss to be below that channel. So whether you took this sell yesterday after FOMC on impulse, or you waited, like for me, I waited for the retest of the 9 EMA, which is here, and I entered with like an 8 lot. So I went for like a 2% risk or something, and I easily won that trade. So, and when I won that trade, I came back and I looked at the gold chart and I saw where gold was headed, and I did see we have this trend line. So that's why I said I was expecting gold to retest that entry, and gold literally came and tested that trend line sometime during the night. Now, when I saw this, I knew that there was a trend somewhere with gold. So I came to the reversal indicator. So that's how I was able to identify this buy. So I came to the reversal indicator, identified my area of interest or point of interest, which was around 1945, drew my arrow to signify 150 pips, and then I turned on the reversal indicator, turned off the sells, and then turned on the buys only. And then I was looking for buys, any buy that would show up. So gold had to, I wasn't what is it called? I wasn't interested in any buys that showed up within this threshold. So gold first had to touch about 1930, 1929 before I had to take any buys. So this buy, for example, that showed up here was invalid because gold hadn't reached 150 pips trend. This buy also was invalid because gold had not reached the 150 pip trend. This buy right here was valid because gold had reached the 150 pip trend, and then gold came back up and gave us a buy. And you can see here, gold came almost faked us out, but then came back, went and hit TP. So Stephen, if you're in the group, Stephen has gone over this particular pattern where you have what is it? You have consolidation in the market. So for example, I'll just draw this. Let's see. You have consolidation in the market, maybe somewhere around there. And then what you normally expect is you normally expect a fake out, either to the upside or to the downside, and then price comes back within that consolidating area and then chooses the actual direction. So this actual move right here was a fake out. So when I saw this, I still knew my buy was valid. The question is, how far would they drop it to fake it out before pushing gold back up? And then I remembered the pattern that Stephen talked about. The other trade we have running is GJ. So if you look at GBP, JPY, it has just been pushing up and up. Let's see. GJ has just been pushing up and up this whole period. So for GJ, so same thing with the reversal, came in here, was only interested with the sells. So I turned off the buys. For FX pairs, this is 30, that's one on the 5-minute time frame. So I did notice that there was, so with GJ, it's kind of tricky to get a reversal for it because for a reversal, you really don't want closes below the 9 EMA, especially if you're trading the 5-minute. But for me, when I measured it, so even by looking for an area of interest, ideally this was my area of interest for GJ. And then for GJ, I know for FX pairs, I normally say it's like a 50 pip trend. But for GJ, because it moves heavier than say EU, I normally say it's double that. So for GJ, this should be 100 pips. So this would be 178, 265, somewhere around 178, 265. Here you go. Yeah. So somewhere around here. So somewhere around there. So with this sell, I actually saw it this morning. So I didn't take it last night. I saw price had started dropping and then I saw this move back to the upside. I was anticipating probably a double top. So when price came back to this sell zone right here where we had the previous sell, that's when I entered the sell, and I also did send that trade to the group this morning. So US 30 is coming up. So unfortunately, I think I've gotten stopped out of some of this US 30 trades because I took, so also with the crosses indicator, this is another one of my favorite indicators that has like a 90 to 98% win rate when we tested it out yesterday. So I did take a sell on US 30 yesterday. This sell came up literally before news, and the last few live sessions I did say I was waiting for this sell, so I did enter that sell, secured some profits there, and then looks like one of these sells hit profit. So this one as well, I did enter it. I did enter this one and this one too, but right now I think I got stopped out of just one of the cells, actually two of the cells. Yeah, got stopped out of two of the cells. I still have one more going. Yeah, so, and looks like we might get a buy soon, a buy golden cross for US 30. Yeah, but right now, so we have a golden cross on the 5-minute, and also US 30 is rejecting from this trend line to the downside right now. So also for that, I need to see where US 30 is. We don't have any bearish markups here. So for US 30, honestly, I don't see any trade for US 30. We're definitely rejecting from this trend line. I really don't have any bias for US 30 right now. So I'll just stay out of it. Gold already won that position for gold. That buy for gold. And EU. So EU is still pumping to the upside. Really don't see any particular entry for gold. So it seems like there's not a lot of people on the live session today, so people might be busy with other things. I'll give it a few more minutes, but whoever is on the live session, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask. If not, I'll just cut the live session short for today. I know I started the live session earlier than I normally do, so that's probably why people aren't yet here.
Yesterday you said Steven gonna be doing the live session. Is it still valid or it's
Oh,
Friday?
it's you who's joining with your phone. So yeah, I talked to him. He said people to like have questions, so like to send questions out first so that he can compile them. Yeah. Yeah, so he said first for people to send him the questions he wants, or the questions people want him to cover, but yeah. Because
Yeah, how do you see gold? See gold keep pumping or
Gold is pumping, man, dude. I am, yo, I entered this gold with like 3 accounts, and all of the, I had like a 2% risk for each one of them. Yeah, gold will keep pumping. Like, if you want to look at it, so one other thing I've seen, to draw, I mean, I knew I always used to draw trend lines, and mostly on the 5 minute, but right, I'm now a fan of drawing trend lines on the hourly. You get fewer trend lines that way, as opposed to the 5 minute. So here, if you want to see where gold is headed to, there's this trend line right here to the downside. So gold, we are more likely to touch 1950 area, and that's also the next psychological level. We also have this lower low here, so we have a structure for gold right here, so we should keep pumping on gold. We literally just had a golden cross on the 5 minute as well. And also, if you look at the zones and markups indicators, we really don't have any sell. We have a bunch of sellers sitting here, but they don't have any order blocks to bring price down. So we have a 15-minute bullish low here, 15-minute bullish high. So the next sell zone on gold is around 1960, 1958 area. That's where we have hourly bearish low, hourly bearish high, but we also have an hourly bullish high and an hourly bullish low. So technically those two cancel out. So for me, I do see gold to keep pumping for now. Yeah, US
All right, thank you.
30. Yeah, US 30. I got stopped out of this 3 trades, but it's fine because I'm already up like 8% for the day. So we might get a buy here on US 30. We might get a cross buy. So right now, if I'm counting this wins for the sell, so this sell was a win. This second sell right here was a win right here. So that's 2. This third sell right here hit stop loss. Fourth sell, fifth sell. So out of 5 trades, 3 hit stop loss, 2 hit TP. So you just be down 1 trade. But this is the red flag I was talking about. If you're using this indicator yesterday, I was talking about being careful about when price, like after we got this sell right here, being careful about when the 9 EMA starts going back next to the 200 EMA. You really don't want to keep taking sells for that one. So, but anyway, so for US, the other thing to consider, we are going to the second half of the year. So remember, we normally have a dip for US 30. The last 2 or so years, US 30 and NAS normally drop between the third quarter of the year till like November, till like October, August, September, October. Yeah, till like October, September and October. And then during November to December, the markets really rally. So I still expect US 30 to come down, hopefully, or maybe until 32,000 area. And so if we go on the hourly here, if we go on the higher time frame, so this is the hourly. So even on the hourly, we literally have like a structure right here. So on the hourly, we have this structure. So given if markets are to repeat how they've normally done for the last 2 or so years, US 30 can easily come back to 32,000 area till like September or October. And then from then on, they pick price up, and then we probably hit the all-time high either late in the year or early next year. The reasoning for that, and I learned this, this is just something I learned from one of the people I used to follow when I started trading. At the end of the year, they normally want to show the investors that the markets are doing well, and they normally want people to have like quote unquote a good holiday. So you normally expect a rally in the markets the last 3 or so months of the year. So hopefully we can catch a good, it's a nice swing trade we can catch on US 30 like sometime in October. So hopefully I remember that. Let's see. Yeah, so that's the only thing. Any other questions, Audrey? Hey, Marcus, we can do our call after this. I can stop recording, and then I know you wanted to talk over some things because today I also have a busy schedule after 5 p.m. today. So if you're down, because looks like nobody else is joining, some people might be busy today. So if you want, I can stop recording and then we can go over the questions you had.
Yeah, man. I'm just kind of driving here. work. Just kind of listen to you as I go. But yeah, I sent you something in the chat, in your personal chat there, about you took the gold buy.
Yeah.
And it still, I saw you drew the 150 pips,
Mm-hmm.
but the price, like it was fluctuating over the 9 EMA. Is that not the reversal strategy you were using, or were you just using the like a breakout scanner there?
No. Here I was just using the reversal, the reversal, what is it called? The reversal indicator. So nowadays I don't even, since I automated my strategies, I don't even try to think too much into it. But yeah, honestly, I was just using my breakouts. I'm sorry, my reversal indicator.
So the reversal indicator, you don't have to wait for that to continuously close below the 9 EMA for whatever it is, 150 pips or whatever. You just, as long as it goes down that far, that's when you take the reversal.
Yeah. So long as whatever instrument, so that threshold that I draw manually, so long as it has hit that threshold and comes back up, in this case it was for a buy, that was an entry for me. But if I buy, like right here, I don't know if you can see, I know you're driving, but
Yep.
I have
Yep.
like 1 or 2 buys that showed up before gold hit the 150 pip threshold. So those are not buys that I could have taken. Like the first one, like the second one, gold did attempt to go up, but it was literally brought back down. So that's the importance of just waiting for that threshold. And then at that point, I just entered with a 1% risk, and that was it.
Now, that being said, did you also wait for confirmation on a bullish
No.
zone, or you just entered blindly with that?
So for that one, so with this one, I wasn't in front of the charts, but I did load the gold chart. I looked at the zones, and we did not. So after heavy price action, like after news days, you normally don't get like hourly order blocks, 4-hour order blocks around where price is gonna go. So literally today for gold, we did not have any order blocks, but gold was in a demand zone. So gold was in a demand zone. So even looking back, gold, I know this has changed since then, but gold was in a demand zone the last time I checked. So that's the only confluence I had at that point was the reversal, and gold was also in a demand zone. There was no bearish order block, there was no bullish order block. So that was good for me, but also knowing that we were in a demand zone, that's fine for me. A red flag would have been there being a bearish order block where I was buying gold.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So pretty much I'm starting my 100K challenge, started Monday. And like, as I said, you remember on the last time where I was kind of doing trades, like risking like, 0.5%. And then I was kind of getting close to the end. So then I risked more, and then I pretty much knew I wasn't going to make it in time.
Mm-hmm.
So this time around, I'm trying to listen to what you're saying and saying that, like take maybe only 1 trade a day, but go for the higher risk, and then maybe put up 1% per trade. So that's kind of what I want to do. I'm trying to do it on my own, but I think I might just get like 1 or 2 of your indicators. But like from what I can see for you doing the live, it looks like the reversal and the cross indicator would probably be something more I would be geared towards. Is that one of your packages? Is those two put together?
So the indicators, you get access to all indicators. So, and yeah, so let me just shorten it that way. So for the indicators, you get access to all of them, the breakout scanner. So literally every one of them. So I don't do a package like one indicator by itself. If I did, actually, it's something I've been considering, but if I did, like literally the reversal, the crosses indicator, I would sell them for like $500. So right now you get, it's like $100 for all of them. So yeah. But if you get them, I mean, you don't have to use the others. Like what others do you have? Strategy, breakout, crosses. I think those are the major ones. I know we have the others, high, low, and trend. But anyway, but if you get them and you just dial in on the reversal, again, reversal doesn't happen every day. If you dial in on the breakout scanner, if you dial in on the crosses indicator, you will be golden.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
literally all you have to do is wait for an entry, and reversal, you will be able to see a reversal. Like the reversal one, you know, because I'm trading the chart, I can easily see a trend forming. And then literally what I'll do, I'll just go on that chart and then draw my threshold. Also, the breakout scanner can help you find a reversal, because breakouts, after a breakout comes a reversal at some point later on.
Yeah, but I would say probably about like 90% of my trades on the last challenge were me just finding reversals and then just going with that. So I
Yeah.
mean,
God, US 30 is pumping and gold. Oh my God, this is fun. Yeah, but you know, same way too, like nowadays, like those 0.5%, I know we were doing it for the longest time. The issue with those, we were going for like small TP and stop loss, like literally, you see like the gold trade I sent today, that
right?
one I had like a 90% confidence with it. So it's like break down what confidence do you have with the trade. Like the trades you will have 90% confidence with, they will literally stand out to you. You will know that, oh, the only reason I don't feel like entering this trade is because I'm fearful, but you will see all your confluences aligning. And if you get that one, like literally going with a 1%, worst case, if you're still in fear, if you, instead of doing 100 pip stop loss, go ahead and do a 200 pip stop loss and then use the same amount of risk. Once it hits like 100 pips TP, which more than likely it will for a 90% probability, then next time you can be like, okay, let me take my profit right here and make a quick 0.5%. But then next time I know when I'm in the same situation, I'll go for 100 is to 100, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay,
Yeah.
so for how I
Jeez,
how does
this
your
is now going.
work
Uh-huh.
again? Do I just have to send you like the money personally for the indicators? How does that work
No,
again?
so if you go in the group, there's subscriptions services like channel under subscriptions, and then there's the links in there. So it's just PayPal. So once you do, just send me a screenshot, and then I will add you. I'll give you access. And if you need a one-on-one to go over the indicators, just we can arrange for that. So that's fine.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just looking on. So gold and US are both pumping. So
Mhm.
I rarely have. Usually they're inverse to each other, right? Most of the time.
Yes, some of the time. I'm not gonna say most, but I think sometimes they move alike most of the time. I don't know. I haven't dialed in on divergence, but yeah, right
I'm
now
not
the
in.
market is pumping. Jesus, even EU, this is nice, man. Oh my God. Let me see GJ. Man, Euro GBP, we won that trade. Oh yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, so if after you do that, like you just send me, yeah, if you want, we can do like a one-on-one session with you, and I can go over literally all the indicators, and we can, if you want to record it, you can record it. Yeah, so unfortunately I got stopped out of US 30, but that's fine. We might be forming a golden cross on US 30 on the 15-minute time frame.
I'm looking
That's
at gold. Looks like there could be a cross forming. I found that sometimes when I without having any indicators and I go on the cross and then I wait for the retest, sometimes it doesn't always. I can find that almost sometimes way to enter just before the cross. If that makes sense.
Yeah, gold, like even using the cross, I mean, looks like here this death cross would have hit on gold right here. This golden cross would have been stop loss, but this sell cross would have been profit. So you'd have ended up at break even, actually win by one. So even gold on the 15-minute with the crosses is tricky. Maybe gold on the 5-minute might be better for the cross. No, that's still weird. Let me see 30 minutes. The thing with gold is the ranging. You really, for the crosses, you really don't want something that's ranging because you might get trapped in 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 locking orders or something.
Right. So do you see an entry on one of the on US 30
So
for
US 30, there's definitely a cross coming for a buy.
see it on the 15? I'm just is it better for to wait for the retest then or just right when the cross happens, enter on that next candle?
So let me see where US 30 is. So looking at the US 30, is definitely in a sell area. However, so looking at where it's going, probably gonna go and hit, there's this other trend line to the upside. US 30 might be going for a double top. So because that trend line to the upside is around 34,300. So US 30 might be going for a double top where we also have a 15-minute bearish high. Honestly, I wouldn't be looking to buy US 30 for now. It's just this move is just very sus right now.
So probably better look for a reversal if we keep on pumping up. Could get
If
a
it keep,
reversal
yes. So if we do keep pumping on US 30, also a gold reversal might be, oh, gold is also gonna have a nice reversal for a sell. Yeah, let me look at US 30. We haven't had US 30 reversal. Let me see. US 30, so area of interest would be here, 33,800 area plus 500 pips, that's 34,300. So if we get to, yes, US 30, actually a reversal around 34,300 area. That might be an entry for US 30 for reversal. So actually, let me mark that up, 5911. An area of interest is around.
I got 300. I got an hourly bearish zone and then a 4-hour around there too. Just
Okay.
on my personal. I don't know. Does that line up with yours?
It doesn't line up with mine. Mine sometimes they're a bit backdated. But I do know there's order blocks at the top, like hourly. Because yesterday I even drew it on the live session like manually. There's an hourly order block somewhere at the top there.
Right. All right.
Area
Well, listen. Hey, I'm next job here, so I gotta go out here. But I'll give you a shout later on, and then when I process that payment, and then we'll go from there, I guess.
All right, man.
All right. Sounds good. Have fun. I'll talk to you later.
All right, too. Bye. All right. Looks like we're with who? Livy or Audrey. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If not, we might just close the live trade early today. So US 30, I know we are having a golden cross on the 50. Oh, gold also. God, look at all these entries. Gold also had like a breakout entry. There's literally so many entries right here. Gold had a breakout entry right here using the breakout scanner. It's all good, all good. What was I saying? US 30 is about to form a golden cross on the 15-minute time frame. Honestly, I don't feel safe buying US 30, to be honest. I would much rather wait for a reversal of US 30. So this is why I've drawn this. So I've come in here with the indicator. So I'm interested in sales only. Identified my area of interest at around 33,900 just to have a even number. So ideally US 30 for me to catch the reversal, it would have to come all the way to 34,300. So technically, if we get that golden cross on the 15-minute, it is an entry and ride it to maybe 34,300, but you can see 34,300 is not that far off from where we have price. So maybe like for 50 pips or so. Yeah, I just don't like the risk to reward for that trade. Yeah, for me, I would rather catch the reversal on US 30. So I'm not even going to try to catch that by EU. God, these instruments are pumping. EU is pumping. Gold is pumping. That entry on gold was perfect. Oh, I know how to mute this. All right. Do any of you guys have any questions, Livy or Audrey?
I'm good.
We good.
All right. Did you take profit on the reversal yesterday, Livy? I know you had caught the reversal on gold.
Yeah, gold I'm doing okay with. It's just Nas killed me this week, man. Nas is something. It's like I know it's gonna come down, but it's just trapping people like all week.
Yeah, and I don't really trade. Yeah, I don't know much about NAS, but yeah, I've seen because I have that little account that's copying the crosses indicate signals, and NAS has just been getting faked out. But okay, yeah. So I would say if for you guys, right? And I know both of you guys have
I'm
access
about
to
to
this
stay off
instrument.
NAS. My next I'm gonna just stay off NAS and do US 30 gold and EU,
Yeah,
maybe GJ.
yeah. Like literally, since I know both of you have access to this, like if you see the breakout scanner and the crosses one, like if you just dial down on those two, like you see, we literally had a buy on gold on the crosses indicator. So even though somebody missed the buy that I sent down here, we still had that buy up there for whatnot. And like those two indicators have like a 90% win rate. So if you get that entry
2 buys on gold now. Off that breakout.
off of this breakout scanner, oh, so you're heavily, God, you're like 60 pips in profit or 70.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold it to where it consolidated to the left again, and then that's it.
Yeah. So, and for me, what I normally do, like, because I normally look for three, like a trade a day or whatnot. And sometimes like today I'll get like 3 entries. So like during London session, that's when I'll come in here and then look for an entry. And then I'll also look for an entry before New York session. I know previously, like I wasn't sending entries before New York open, but that's when, right? That's when I hadn't found this nifty little thing about just looking for quality entries. I mean, I know our entries used to be nice as well, but after I refined them, so just looking and dialing down and understanding how the breakout scanner works, how the golden crosses or the crosses indicator works, and then waiting for that one particular. You see, like the sell yesterday for US 30 on the breakout, and there goes the buy on US 30. God, I really yeah, I'm not gonna I'm just gonna let this play out. It's probably gonna hit, but I don't want to enter into a trade. Give me one. Well, it is valid. So here's what I do too. If a trade has like a 90% probability, I do like 1%. If it has like 60 or 80%, I do 0.5%. So I'll just experiment this with a small, actually not even 0.5. I don't want to eat into my profits too much with a 0.25. But this won't be like an official trade. I just trying to ride it to that 34,300 area. 0. No, this is 500 risk. Stop loss and TP. This thing is taking off. I want my stop loss to be. Yeah, if you guys do decide to enter this, just don't use a big. Don't risk too much, especially if you're heavily up in profit. Also, I just wanna see. 100 is a bit too, because I'm expecting a retest of the 9 EMA. To be honest, like for me, if I was to take this trade, I would have like a 200 pip TP, 200 pip stop loss, so that your stop loss is below the 9 EMA. But I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this trade, to be honest, because where I'm expecting a reversal is 34,300. So my TP would be past that. So yeah, I'm not gonna, there's no need for me to just take a trade just because. So anyway, any last questions? If not, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, see you guys. Bye.
All right, have a good one, yo.
Mhm.